Hello, do you support Trump?
I do.
Why is that?
I think he's a lot better than Kamala.
How many times have we talked?
Uh, Zero, I don't think.
We've talked like 50 times.
We've talked like 40, and I've won all
So we
40.
went from 0 to 40. What's up
I've
with
won all
Republicans
40.
like absolutely just gaslighting today? Why do you guys lie? Why do you like to
I've
lie?
won
Like
all
just like
40,
your
by the
president,
way.
you
I won
you
all
you walk
40.
in the feet of your president, right? You
I've
wear
won,
his shoes
I've,
for a day
I've
and you
won all
lie.
40. I've won all 40.
Yeah, well, name one point you beat me on.
Trump being a rapist.
He was held liable for forcefully penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina with his fingers, which, by the way, the Supreme Court declined to hear his appeal case, which means that the federal courts uphold the decision that he
Okay,
is a
watch
violent
this.
rapist. Yes.
Watch this. So I'm gonna. Okay, so just because he got whatever it's called, he got uh
You're not doing
found.
so well for someone who
Hold
cooked
on,
me.
hold on. I was trying to think of. He got found guilty, right? That makes him.
Colloquially, yes. Guilty just means to be responsible for. The jury found Donald Trump to
Yeah.
be responsible for the rape of E. Jean Carroll. Absolutely.
Okay, so then you have to say that same thing about Carmelo Anthony.
Yes, you can say that Carmelo Anthony was found guilty of murder.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
does that make
In
him
the
a
court of
murderer?
law. I don't believe he's a murderer. I just think that the
Okay,
court
then
got it
I
wrong.
don't believe Donald Trump's a rapist.
Okay, why not?
But I could say the same thing. Why do you not
I have
believe
reason. Yeah, we're not talking about Carmelo Anthony. I'd love to talk to you about that after you give me your response first. So give me a
because
response as to why you don't think he's a rapist, why you don't believe the court case.
lack of evidence?
Lack of evidence. I'm sorry, just
Yeah.
because you don't know the evidence doesn't mean that there wasn't any evidence. There was multiple pieces of evidence within the case that actually made it, which made him be held civilly liable. So try again.
No, lack of evidence. That's
There
what I'm
was
saying.
evidence. Like I said,
What
just because you're
evidence?
not getting evidence,
There was
just because you don't know
okay,
the evidence, doesn't mean
okay,
that there was no evidence.
because there's a little evidence doesn't mean there's enough evidence. I want to let you know that.
Okay, so what do you need
Okay,
in order for?
now that I
What do you need?
answered,
Hold on. What do you need in order for him to? What do you
hold
need
on. Now
in
that
order for
I
you to believe in
answered,
that you
you
raped
have
him?
to
We're
answer.
not talking. Listen. We're not talking about Carmelo Anthony. We're not pivoting.
I
I'm not gonna
literally
allow you to pivot.
hold
That's
on.
great. That's great. That's great. I'm gonna mute you. I'm not gonna allow you to pivot. We're gonna go down a line of dialogue. What do you need in order to believe that Donald Trump is a rapist? What piece of evidence do you need?
I am not going to continue down this path with you if you're
And you
not
said that
going.
you cooked me.
Hold on, no, because you're not. Every point I try to do, you're saying it's pivoting,
Listen,
but no.
if we
At
talk about
least now
Carmelo
we're
Anthony,
saying.
if I tell you why I don't believe the court case and
At
why I
least
think it
now
was
we're
actually a
saying.
wrong,
At least
if I
now we're
tell you why
saying.
I disagree with the court case, that's just going to go down through the line of dialogue of why you disagree with me, and then we're going to be debating on penal code number 9.31, 9.32, 19.02, and we're going to be debating on what self defense was murder, and we're not here to debate on 9.31, 9.32, 19.02, or what self defense or what murder is in the state of Texas. We're here to debate on Donald Trump. So if I answer your question as to why I don't believe the court case, are you going to end it there, or are you going to continue the line of
It's
dialogue and pivot?
because. It's
Precisely the point, because we're not here to talk about Carmelo
hold on,
Anthony,
hold
and
on.
I'd be happy to talk about
It's
Carmelo Anthony
literally
after we finish this
because
silent line of dialogue.
it's because you say that just because Trump was found liable,
No, it's
that
because
means
of
you
the
believe.
evidence.
Okay, was there not evidence for against Carmelo Anthony?
The evidence that they presented points to self-defense, and the
No, it
evidence that
doesn't.
E. Jean Carroll
No, it
presented
doesn't.
points
By the
to
way,
her getting raped.
no, it doesn't. By the way,
We're not here to
it,
debate Carmelo Anthony. We're here to debate E.
see,
Jean
that's
Carroll and the
exactly
rape
what
of
I'm
E. Jean
saying.
Carroll. We're not here to debate
Okay,
Carmelo
so
Anthony.
for you to say Donald Trump's a rapist, you also have to admit that Carmelo Anthony is a murderer. That's literally what it is.
In the eyes of the law, yes.
Okay, in the eyes of the law, Donald Trump is a rapist, but I don't believe it was actually
Okay,
true.
why not?
I just told you, lack of
Lack of
evidence.
evidence. Name
Same
one
reason
piece of
you do.
evidence. Name one piece of evidence.
His DNA.
His DNA wasn't used. False. You don't even know what you're talking about. His DNA wasn't
His
used because he
DNA.
refused
His
to give.
DNA.
His DNA wasn't used because he refused to give his
Yes,
DNA
but
to the
guess
court.
what?
Is that
But
something what an
guess
innocent man
what?
would do? No, it's
Hold
not.
on.
If
Can
you're
I?
being accused of rape, would you give your DNA?
No, because you
Probably
don't
because you
have
didn't.
to. Because you don't have to.
You're proving that you didn't, though. I would
No,
110% give up my
you
DNA.
don't. No, because can
By
you
the way,
agree
can you give me a
that?
piece of evidence in the case because the DNA
Can
wasn't
you
used?
agree?
So try
Can
again.
you?
No. You didn't answer my question. What piece of evidence was used in the case?
Here, let me look it up.
Oh, you don't even know what you're talking about, and you're saying lack of
No,
evidence. That's why when I
I
said,
was literally gonna.
that's why when I said that just because you don't know the evidence doesn't mean that there isn't evidence. I was right because you don't know
No,
the evidence,
no.
therefore you believe that there's no
You
evidence.
asked me to give. I'm going to list out every single one. You
No, I
wanted
just
some.
want one piece of evidence off the top of your head because you're making the claim there was not enough evidence. That means you must know the evidence that there is. So name me one piece of evidence without looking it up. You still confident that you cooked me last time?
Hollywood tape. Access Hollywood
Where he
tape.
said he grabbed women by the pussies? Yeah, that's something a rapist would do. So that actually
did
goes in
Jean
line.
Carroll say rape is sexy? Yes or no?
No, she didn't say that. How much do you want to bet?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
How much do you want to bet?
I want to bet a lot.
How much do you want to bet?
Whatever you can afford.
You want to bet $50?
Go ahead.
You want to bet $50 that she said she thinks rape is sexy?
Okay. Can you tell me what you're trying to get me into
Hold on.
first?
It's just a yes or no. Did E. Jean Carroll said she thinks rape is sexy? Yes or no? Hold on. Before you play it, did E. Jean Carroll say she thinks rape is sexy? Yes or no? Hold on. You need to take the bet, or I'm gonna kick you. You have 5 seconds. Take the bet. You're the one who made the claim. Stand behind your claim and put your money where your mouth is. Did E. Jean Carroll said she thinks rape is sexy? Yes or no?
I don't know if she said those exact
Precisely.
words.
Now you're conceding. Are you still thinking that you cooked me last time? Are you still thinking that you cooked me last time? Because she said other people think rape is sexy. And I'll play you the clip. Here's this clip.
There's a fight. That way, I'm not the victim, right? I'm not the victim.
You don't feel like a victim.
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished. Which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt. It just
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
So she said she never said that she thinks rape is sexy. So good thing that you conceded, or else you would have owed me $50. By the way, Donald Trump said she didn't rape her because she said it never happened because she wasn't his type. And we know that she was his type because he confused her with Ron Maples, her ex-wife.
We're gonna ramble on, but okay. Did Donald
Because I'm
Trump
cooking you.
admit to going into dressing rooms?
We're not talking. Listen,
No,
as
it's
much I'd
literally
love to
the
cook on
exact
you,
same thing.
as much I would
Hold
love
on,
to cook on
listen.
you on this, that wasn't
Listen.
evidence used in the
Listen,
case.
it's
As much
the
as I would love to
exact
cook on you
same
on this,
thing.
listen, as I'm gonna hold my line straight. I didn't allow you to pivot to Carmelo Anthony.
It's
I'm
the
not gonna
exact
allow you to
same
pivot to
thing,
sexual
by the way.
exploitation of children.
Hold on.
We're talking about E. Jean Carroll. We're
Is it
talking
not?
about
is
no
it
no
not
no 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 no
using-
no. Hold on,
is
hold
it
on,
not
hold on.
using common sense?
Hey,
Yes or
puppy,
no?
Piggy.
Piggy.
What are you doing, Piggy?
Hold on. Can't I cancel
Piggy.
you? Can't I
Piggy.
cancel you for calling
That's
me
great.
Piggy?
Piggy. Oh, but Donald Trump called a reporter Piggy.
No, that's literally what it is.
Crazy.
So you can do it. He can't.
The reason
Good
why I
boy.
did it is
Good
because
boy.
I want to see how. What are you calling
You're
me
such a
boy
good.
for? I didn't even do anything. I called you a.
You're
calling me.
you're such a
You're
good
calling me a good boy
boy.
because I called you a piggy. You have a.
Hold on.
Do you like being degraded?
How come you could call me a piggy, but he can't call
Oh,
people
because
piggy?
if Donald Trump can call a reporter piggies, why can't I call you a piggy? Huh?
No, it's the exact opposite. Do you think it's wrong for
He
him
did
to?
it first.
Do you think it's wrong for him to do it?
Absolutely, yes.
Then why are you doing it to me?
Because I don't think it's wrong to do it to you.
What? Well, that's the left for you guys. That's the left. That's
I
left.
don't support a rapist. I would rather.
You support a murderer. You support
I-
a murderer. You
pivot.
support
pivot.
you support a murder.
Can we get
That
some
was-
piggy? Can we get some piggies in the chat?
That was my original. That was my original claim coming in.
No, it's not. That wasn't your. Why are you lying? The original
Hold
claim
on.
that you said you supported Donald Trump, and then you said that we debated 40 times. And I asked what point did he cook me on. You brought up E. Jean Carroll. I said okay, let's talk about E. Jean Carroll. Then you tried to go to Carmelo Anthony. I then disproved you on Carmelo Anthony. Then we moved
I
on to
was
E. Jean
going
Carroll
to-
case,
hold on,
and
hold
then
on.
you went on to the Donald Trump sexually exploiting women and children, and then you went back to E. Jean Carroll case, and then you cried about me calling you piggy, which by the way you're a fragile snowflake, and then you're going back to the Carmelo Anthony case. So no, we weren't talking
See,
originally
you
about the
could, you
Carmelo
could
Anthony
just
case.
try to talk over me. It doesn't make you right. I
wasn't
was
talking
going
over you,
to.
you were
I was
silent
going
because
to.
I silenced you.
I was going to prove that you're wrong with the Carmelo Anthony
That's
case
great.
because
Pivot. We're talking about E.
it's
Jean
not
Carroll.
pivoting. And I proved you wrong with
we
this.
first talked about
Hold on,
E. Jean
hold on.
Carroll, and by the way, you conceded. You agreed. She said you lied. At first, you said she thinks rape is
Okay,
sexy. You
here,
conceded
here.
that point,
Okay,
and then you
hey,
couldn't name any point of evidence, right?
Hey, buddy.
And then you're ignoring all the other points that I
Buddy,
said about E.
hold
Jean
on.
Carroll in the
This
case. So
is-
you
tell
still
me-
believe
Is it not the same principle? Yes or no?
what is?
It's the same principle. The same with Donald Trump here. It's not pivoting. I'm going to go back to it. Listen. Is it not the same that Donald Trump never admitted to barging into dressing rooms? That's what everybody says.
That's another conversation.
No, it's okay.
It is.
Is that true?
We're talking
Is
about
that
E. Jean
true?
Carroll.
Yes or no? Is that true? Yes or no?
Is what true?
That Donald Trump admitted going into dressing
I'm not
rooms.
going to answer that question. That's a pivot. If I say yes, you're going to want to debate me on that. We're still debating on E. Jean Carroll.
No,
Stay on topic.
I swear I will not debate you on that.
You promise
swear,
if I
it's
say
just
yes, if you
yes.
if I say yes or no, you're gonna go back to debating E. Jean Carroll.
Yes, I will go back to
And
debating.
if you don't, I kick you, and I'll consider that a running.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. Yes, he did sexually exploit women and children. Now to go back to E. Jean Carroll. Why'd you
Hold on,
lie?
that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. Did he admit to barging into dressing rooms?
He admitted to walking into a woman's only space where no men were around to sexually
Okay.
exploit women and children. Yes.
Okay, by the way, he did not say that. Just like
He ad-
Eugene
yes,
Carroll
he
did
hold
not.
on. He admitted to walking backstage where no men were
No,
around, a
did
women's
he
only
admit
space to
going
sexually
into
exploit women and
dressing
children.
rooms? That's not what I
gave you
asked
my answer. If my answer is
I
not
said
suffice, then I don't know what
dressing
to
room.
tell you.
I said dressing room.
What do you
Did he
define as a
admit-
dress? What's a dressing room? Can you define that for me?
Space.
A place where only women are around and no men are around, and where they get dressed and naked. Can we agree on that
is
definition?
not true because I have went into the dressing room with my girlfriend because she has asked me to.
You went into a women's only dressing room?
Not a women's only. That's
What is a
hold on,
women's only
I'm
dressing
asking
room?
you here. It's a yes or no question. You don't have to.
What
try
is a
to-
women's only dressing room?
Hold on.
What's the
You don't-
definition of a woman's only dressing room?
Women's only. Here, I'll look it up. I guess. I'll give you the exact definition for you. Even though you're trying to run away from what I'm saying.
You were literally the one who wanted to pivot to Donald Trump sexually exploiting women and children.
Yeah, because you're not answering. I asked, did he admit to? You say he admitted to barging into dressing rooms. I have multiple
No,
clips.
I did not say that.
I have multiple clips of the past. I can DM you it right after. There's multiple clips of you saying, and Dean, which you support, you made videos on him saying he admitted into barging into
Videos
dressing
on him?
room.
I
Dean,
think I made one video about him, explaining like Abu Ghraib, and it's like that's the only video I've made about him. But okay.
you've made videos and you also reacted to videos, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The Jubilee, yeah.
Yes, and you were on his side the
So
whole
let's just say I grant you. Yes, I have said dressing rooms, but I didn't in this conversation.
concede,
Let's just say yes,
concede.
yes, it was dressing rooms.
Hold on, concede on what you just said. Concede. You said you never said that. Concede.
In
and
this
then you just
conversation, yeah, I
admitted it.
haven't. In this conversation, I did not
What
say
about
dressing
in the
rooms.
past? What about in the past?
Yeah, if you want to ask me in the past, absolutely, I've said it in the past. Yes,
So are you
but not in
spreading
this conversation.
misinformation? Are you
No, I'm
spreading?
not.
Were you spreading misinformation?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, can we admit that it is the same thing as E. Jean Carroll saying that a lot of people think rape is sexy after somebody said that a lot of people think it is violent. A lot of people think it is not
Was
right.
it the same thing?
Can we not use our common sense, right or wrong?
I don't think you have common sense. I do. You don't. You support a rapist.
You support a murderer. Like, I mean, we can go back and
Pivot.
forth on this. It's not a pivot.
Also, I don't support Carmelo Anthony. By the way, just want to point that out.
Oh, you don't? You don't think you don't think he's innocent?
The same way as I don't support my
You
neighbor.
don't think
Like,
he's
what?
innocent?
Me thinking he's innocent is not me supporting him.
Okay, you think a murderer is innocent. There we go. I mean, exactly.
Right? So what were you trying to say?
Just because you said I support Donald Trump, you also think a murderer.
Thank you for the army. I appreciate you.
You also think a murderer is innocent.
That's
So
great. We're talking about Trump.
we're
Thank you for the
going
army. I
back,
appreciate
we're
you.
going back and forth on saying what we support and what we don't. Right?
I don't support Carmelo Anthony.
You do.
Thought I already said this.
You do because you
The
were
same way
trying
as
to
I
stick
don't
up
support
for
the cashier that's at Walgreens. I don't support random people.
You are sticking
What do
up
I
for
support?
him.
What do I support Carmelo Anthony for?
Okay, was he right or wrong for doing that?
Pivot.
You just asked. What the fuck?
I didn't ask. What? What did I ask?
You just said, what do I support Carmelo Anthony on?
And you answered my question with a question? Oof. If I
Yeah.
asked you a question, you should have
Yes.
answered it without a question.
Okay, you support him being a murderer.
Do you still
There
think
we
you
go.
cooked me last time?
I 100% do, and I'm cooking you now. You're running away.
Hi, buddy.
No,
Okay,
everything
so let's go
I
back to
say,
E. Jean Carroll. So why do you think Donald Trump didn't rape her again? Go ahead, defend rape.
What'd you say?
Defend rape, go ahead.
Defend rape.
Yeah,
Defend
go ahead.
murder. Okay, he waited 20 years. She waited 20
That's
years.
not reasonable doubt because most victims don't even
It
come out
is.
per rain.org.
Okay, here. Okay, let's go. How many women have falsely accused?
It's not going to be as a big number as you expect. 90% of men don't get held accountable for the rape that they commit, according to rain.org. Guarantee you it's going to be a way less number. Also, saying that women falsely accuse men isn't reasonable doubt, because then you could say any woman who claims rape is falsely accusing a man. So that's not reasonable doubt. Oof. You don't know what reasonable doubt is.
Have you ever heard of Brian Banks?
I don't care about Brian. We're not talking about Brian.
Okay, pivot, I guess.
That is a pivot, yes.
No, you're pivoting. I'm trying to show you that there has been multiple cases in the past of
Did
women.
I ever deny that people falsely accuse
Hold
other
on.
people? When did I deny that?
Brian Banks, guess what?
When did I
Brian
deny that?
Banks. Hold on.
When did
Can
I deny that?
answer? Hold on, can I answer?
No, when did I deny that?
Okay, so you're not letting me.
Go ahead, answer.
Snowflake, good boy. You're such a good boy. Brian Banks.
When did I ever deny that? You're not answering my question.
Hold on.
No,
Brian
when did I
Banks.
deny that? If you
Hold
keep
on.
on saying his name, I'm gonna keep interrupting you. When did I deny
mute
that?
you? Can I mute you, Piggy?
When did I
Can
deny
I
that?
mute you?
When did I deny that?
You said, hold on, I'll concede. Like a good boy, I'll concede. There we
Good
go.
boy.
I'll go ahead.
Can we go back to
I'll
Eugene
go ahead
Carroll?
and
So I never
that.
denied that people falsely
Hold
accused.
on,
Why do
hold
you think? Why do you think Eugene Carroll
Here,
falsely
it's a
accused Donald
similar
Trump?
case.
That's
It's
great.
a
That's great.
similar
That's great.
case.
That's great. That's great. Why do you think
Okay.
Eugene Carroll falsely accused Donald
Exactly.
Trump?
You're running. You're
Why do you
running.
think Donald Trump
You're
was
running.
falsely accused by
You're
Eugene
running.
Carroll?
Okay, because it happens all the time.
It happens all the time. What's the
does.
statistics of women falsely accusing men?
Okay, are we going to go
What's
off
the statistics
overall
of women falsely
statistics?
accusing men?
Okay, are we going to go off
What's the
overall
statistics of falsely accusing
Because
women
then-
falsely accusing men?
Okay, then because
What's the
then you-
statistics
hold
of
on,
women
hold on.
falsely
See, you're
accusing
not
men?
letting me answer. We can't go off
Because you're not going to
statistics
answer. I
on
know you're not going to
everyone.
answer. We
We
can't
can't
go
go
off
off
statistics.
Okay.
We can't go after facts. We can't go at
Hold on.
facts. We
Okay.
can't accept
Hold on.
facts.
Listen,
Actually,
listen,
whenever we're
listen.
looking at data, we can't accept
Hold
facts.
on.
We cannot do
Listen.
facts. Actually, if the facts show that women falsely accused at a lesser rate than they get raped, actually that's false, and we're gonna go off of Brian, who was falsely accused, which I think is horrible, by the way, which is defamation if it's
If
true.
you don't be quiet, man, I'm going to pull up the
So can you answer the question?
I
What
mean,
statistics?
Phoenix
By the
is coming.
statistics that women falsely
Phoenix is-
accused.
Phoenix is coming to me soon. Phoenix,
That's great.
Arizona. Right outside. I know you live
Phoenix,
there.
Arizona. I don't know where that is.
Oh, you don't? You don't live there?
No,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I live in Arkansas. Hello, I moved
Yeah.
here 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. I believe you.
Okay, so can we go back on topic? Weirdo,
Yeah.
Piggy.
No, we know.
No, we can't go back. So you're
Hold
running.
on,
You're
listen,
pivoting, right?
listen.
We can't go back on topic. You're
Hold on.
pivoting, right?
Did you or did you not?
You're getting
say-
fried, bro.
Okay, so just because,
Ooh.
listen, just
Also-
because,
Yo,
just
that's
because
crazy.
just because the majority, can you say that about black people? 13% of the population commit 56% of the crimes.
Pivot.
So does that mean no? This is literally along the same principle. It's statistics.
Oh my God, we're gonna go based off. If I debunk this racist dog whistle, I'm gonna say that 1350 doesn't account for exoneration rates, and then we're gonna be talking about how black people are not proportionally representative and represented within the system, and that they get harmed within the system. There are literally studies done by Stanford that they get arrested at higher rates and they're over policed. And then we're gonna go be debating on all that, and then you're gonna show your
Yeah,
racism
because
instead of
they
you
commit
defending
more-
rape. You're gonna be
yeah,
defending
because they
racism,
commit
and then
more
we're gonna be debating
Yeah,
on all
because
that,
they
which then we're
commit
going to
more
be pivoting from
crime.
Eugene Carroll to racism.
Hold
So
on.
let's get back
You
to
say-
Eugene Carroll. Go ahead. What statistics do you have that women falsely accuse men? What are the statistics
Okay, hold on. Statistics.
of
False
women
rate.
falsely accusing? No, women falsely accusing men. You have
Yeah.
to put this in Google
Between
AI.
2 and
What are the
10%.
statistics?
Between 2 and 10%.
2 and 10%.
So does that
How
does
many
that-
men don't
hold
get
on,
held? Hold on.
hold on.
How
So
many men?
does that
How many
mean
men don't
it's-
get held
hold
accountable?
on, so does that
90,
mean
98%.
hold on, so does it-
98%.
so does that mean
98% of men don't get held
hold
accountable,
on,
and
how are you
2%
going to ask me a
accused.
question? How are you going to ask me a question?
Because every
whenever
question I
talk
ask you,
and
you don't
speak over?
answer. So I really don't.
Because
know what
you're
have
trying to
say.
trap me into it. Like I know how
if
you
I trap
debate.
you into it, that's your fault. Because
No,
you're the
I
one
know you.
supporting
I
this.
know how you debate. Like
Listen,
no,
if it's a gotcha, it gotcha. That's not my fault.
no,
if it
yeah,
gotcha, it
see,
gotcha.
hold
You have
on.
to,
You
admit to
can't.
it. Piggy.
No, I don't, because that's why I'm not answering your yes or no questions.
If it gotcha, it gotcha. You're saying if it gotcha, it didn't gotcha. Oof.
No,
That's not
because I'm not
logically
answering. You
possible.
haven't got a got me yet because I have not answered your
But you're
question.
saying
because
I'm trying
you're
to trap you,
get
which you mean I'm getting you, quote unquote.
no. Okay,
So then how am I trying to trap you? By you admitting something that's true?
No, because everything you're doing,
So
you're
if I'm not trying
to
to
get a
trap
yes
you,
or
then what am I
no.
doing?
Everything you're doing, you're trying to get a yes or no, and they're all trap
I
questions.
didn't ask you a yes or no question.
You have multiple times.
Not the most recent question.
I was talking throughout the whole live, buddy. Is this what they
I
do
don't
out in
think I've
Phoenix?
asked you many
Is
yes
this
or no
how they
questions.
debate out in Phoenix?
I don't think I've asked you many yes or no questions this live.
No, I'm genuinely asking, is this what they do out in Arizona? Like, is this genuinely
I have
how
no
they
idea.
act?
I don't know anything about Arizona. Couldn't
You
tell
don't.
you the first
So
thing
you
about
don't
it.
live in Phoenix.
No.
Okay. I mean, well, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Why are you trying to find out where I live?
No, of course not. I'm not
I
trying
said
to
why?
find
That
out.
wasn't a yes or no question. See, you accused me of asking you
Hold
yes or
on,
no questions, but
hold
I
on,
think that's you
can I-
misrepresenting what I said because you just answered it
Hold on.
with a yes when I said no, it wasn't a yes or no question.
How did I say? Hold on. When did I ask where you live?
You were asking me if I live in Phoenix, Arizona.
I did not. I
You
said,
said,
"Is
aren't
this
you
how
from
they
Phoenix,
debate?"
Arizona?
I said, "Is this how they debate out in Phoenix?" I never said anything about where you live.
Literally did.
Okay,
Let's get back
please
on
play
topic.
it back.
Defend rape. Go
No,
ahead.
no. Concede, because please play it back. I literally never said, "Do you live in Phoenix?" I said, quote me, "Is this how they debate out in Phoenix?" No. Okay.
Why are you trying to find out where?
I said, "Is this how they debate out in Phoenix?"
Not
That's
the
all
most
I
recent
asked.
question.
I was talking throughout the whole live, buddy. Is this what they
I
do
don't
out in
think I've
Phoenix?
asked you many
Is
yes
this
or no
how they
questions.
debate out in Phoenix?
I don't think I've asked you many yes or no questions this live.
No, I'm genuinely asking, is this what they do out in Arizona? Like, is this genuinely how they act?
I don't know anything about Arizona.
Okay,
Couldn't
you
tell you the
don't.
first
You
thing
don't
about
live in Phoenix.
That's you literally asking me. You don't live in Phoenix?
Hold
Question
on.
mark. That is you
Did
asking
you
me
or
where
did
I
you
live.
not? No, it's because you
Okay, so
said.
can you concede? Also, that further back, you did ask me if I live in Phoenix. By the way, just a couple minutes earlier.
I'm not doxing him. I don't know if he lives in Phoenix.
I'm not claiming that you're doxing me. You're just asking me where I live, and I think
No,
that's weird.
your chat is.
That's
I would
great.
never.
Can we get back
no,
on
I don't
topic about you
believe in
defending rape?
I don't.
You just
believe
proved
in
my point, by
doxing.
the way. Thank you.
No, I'm trying
Good
to
boy.
talk to your
Good piggy.
chat.
Can we get some piggies in the chat?
Piggy. Everybody here, I'll type it. Piggy.
Good boy. Holy shit. You like being degraded, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, why do you like being degraded?
Hold
I'm
on.
not gonna lie.
Okay, everyone
Crazy.
who typed.
Can you tell these people to follow me?
Everyone. Hold on. Skip. Okay, are you gonna call Red Rooster a good boy? He said Piggy.
That's great. Can you tell these people to follow me?
Hold on. Are you gonna call your viewers
No.
good boys? How
No.
come? They did it.
Can you tell these people to follow me?
Hold on, they do it. They did it.
Because they're good people. That's why. I appreciate
Oh,
you guys.
I'm a good person then.
You're defending rape. That's funny.
You're defending. You're defending murder.
That's crazy.
Hey, can I ask you
Did it.
something? What do you think is worse,
Nah, you can't
murder
ask
or
me
rape?
anything.
Murder or
Rape
rape?
is worse.
You think murder? What? Oh my God.
Rape is worse. Torture is worse than murder. Absolutely.
Hold on. Murder is ending the life, right?
Absolutely.
You still get to live if you get raped, and I'm sorry who has ever been raped out there, right?
I mean, where you still get to live, but what do they live with? Trauma.
Bad
They have to
experience.
suffer. Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you.
I think you have to be a worse person to rape than murder. Both are extremely bad, but I think rape is worse than murder. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. I understand why people think murder is worse, but I just hold the belief that rape is worse.
Because they went through a traumatizing experience, and they have to live with that.
Yes.
So would you not say that's the same thing as growing up with a bad childhood? They had bad experiences. Does that mean that bad childhood, and they have to live with the trauma of their bad childhood, right or wrong? Would you say having a bad childhood is worse than murder? Yes or no?
Depends on the level of trauma. Like some people that go through bad childhoods do get raped or sexually abused. In that instance, I think that would
okay.
be,
Let's take away the sexual abusing part of growing up, because
there's like abuse. I think some form of abuse could be worse than murder, like torture. Right? That in some instances could be worse than murder. Yes.
So like if
why are you pivoting? You're talking about everything but the rape of
because you said rape is worse than murder. So that means you're defending.
Right, and I
murder.
said we can disagree, and that's fine. I'm not gonna like blame you for disagreeing. I understand why people think murder is worse, right? But at the same time, I just hold my belief, okay, and you hold your belief. If you think murder is rape, some people in the chat think otherwise. Some people think murder is worse. Some people think rape is worse. We're here to debate about Donald Trump. We're here to debate why you support rapists.
You're a Christian.
Yes.
And whenever in God's Ten Commandments, it says, "Thou shalt not
You claim to be a
murder."
Christian too, and you support Trump. Oof.
You support a murder, and in the eyes of God,
I'm gonna kick you.
Yes
If you
or
mention
no?
it, if you mention murder one more time, I'm about to kick you.
Yeah, liberals don't believe in God. Okay, yeah, Glenn, you're right. My bad. He says he does. Okay.
Are you gonna stay on topic and keep defending rape, or am I gonna have to kick you? Which one?
Let's go ahead and keep debating then.
Okay, so I proved to you that she didn't say she thinks rape is sexy. So why
No,
do you
but
think
if we
now?
use
Why
our
do you
common
think? Why do you
sense-
think he
if
didn't
we
rape
use
her?
our
Why?
common sense, she was saying that. If we
No,
use
she was
our
saying other
common
people think rape is
sense-
sexy, and that is true. Other people do think rape is sexy, which is why
Right.
CNC is a subcategory on Pornhub.
why would she say that right after somebody said
Because
victims
victims look at a world through a different lens. They do see how people are accustomed, or how people react to things, or how people are towards some sort of things. And some people do find rape sexy, as disgusting as that is. There are subcategories
Okay,
of
why-
rape on a pornography website. So that is true. Do I agree
she
with
bring that up?
most? No, not most.
would
but
she
I don't
bring
think
that up?
51%
Can I
of the
ask you?
population says that.
Can I ask you why she'd bring that up?
Because she was just correcting, and she said her view compared to Anderson Cooper's view.
What? Yes, but that is not a time that you bring up that people.
Okay, but that doesn't mean she didn't get raped.
Hold on. Okay, you're gonna call this pivot, so I'm not even gonna bring it up. Whatever. You win this
boy.
argument. Whoa.
Good boy. Wow, look at
No,
that. You said you cooked
no,
me on E. Jean
because-
Carroll.
hold on.
Now you concede that
Hold
Donald
on.
Trump's a rapist.
No,
Wow.
because every point I try to bring up,
Guarantee you
called
didn't
it
cook me
pivot.
last time.
Everything I try to bring up, you call it a pivot when it's
Yeah, if
the
you didn't
mo-
pivot, maybe I
when
wouldn't
it's
call
the
it a
moral
pivot. It's pretty
when
simple.
it's the moral and principle of.
You want to grift for
the-
me? Do you want to tell them to fund the grift so I can keep on cooking you?
Wait, hold on. Why do you have that background?
Oh, this two best friends.
Yes, that's. Oh,
Yeah, two best friends.
is it not promoting bad propaganda?
Oh no, this I'm just like promoting two
False.
best friends in a room. They might kiss. You know, they probably
Is
did
it not
kiss.
false?
Oh no, this photo
propaganda?
isn't false. This photo's true. This
No.
is a
I'm
true photo.
talking. No, I'm talking about with the whole Epstein files coming out. Whatever.
Oh no, a credible accuser accused Donald Trump of child rape. If you believe do you believe the people who got settlements with the Epstein estate that alleged Jeffrey
I
Epstein was
don't. I don't
trafficking
know
them?
enough about it to say yes or no.
Okay,
I don't
so
know
you-
enough
you-
about
to be
it.
clear, you're agnostic on whether you believe victims of Jeffrey Epstein who got settlements with the Epstein estate who said Jeffrey Epstein trafficked them. To be clear, you're agnostic on that.
You said Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. Do you believe victims of Jeffrey Epstein
Hold
who
on,
got
hold
settlements
on.
with the Jeffrey Epstein
Guys,
estate that
this
alleged
is-
Jeffrey Epstein
hold on.
trafficked them?
This is what Jeremiah does. If I answer yes or no, he's going to try to trap me. This is the yes or no
It's a
question.
very. I believe victims of
Exactly.
Jeffrey. Listen, hey, chat. Do you guys believe victims of Jeffrey Epstein who got settlements with the Jeffrey Epstein estate that alleged Jeffrey Epstein trafficked them? Yes or no, chat?
I thought you don't read chat.
I never said that. I said I don't read your chats.
Hold on,
Oh, look at that. Yes.
Go-
Okay, someone
Hold
said no, but just a disgusting person.
Oh,
yes.
okay,
Yes.
because
This
they
isn't a tough
disagree
question.
with
So
you,
can I
they're
answer? Can you answer my
disgusting.
question? Do you believe victims
Hold
of Jeffrey
on,
Epstein?
Hold on. Let's prove you wrong. Let me
That's
go
great.
to your
Great.
stream.
AI. That's AI. I don't do AI.
8297.
That's great. We don't do AI. If you don't answer my question, I'm gonna kick you. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll unmute you. There you go. You have 1 second to answer my question. Yes or no? Do you believe the victims of Jeffrey Epstein got settlements with the Jeffrey Epstein estate?
I don't know enough to say yes or no. That's your answer.
Great.